Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached that point. Actually, we've been reached that point, but y'all get what I'm saying. It's bad. Bad. Owning the Huddle podcast with the gang. We talk Dolphins post game. Everybody buckle up.
I know it looks like Ceelo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
There you go.
Is he back? Is he still frozen?
He trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base talking about my O-line. We gonna handle this today.
Man said tell CJ to drop it.
No, that, bro. Y'all not.
Nah, it's over. You already put it out there, DT.
I put Troy Apke because he ain't doing that. He ain't getting on the field. He ain't getting on defense at all.
See, that's the problem. You drinking that South Eagle.
Seriously, he's gonna make the team, and he's gonna be up back or something.
Up back is crazy. He's not making the team.
What is
Listen, if he makes this team as it's up, you know what? Nope.
All the fans leaving again.
They love trap.
What's up, family? Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. It is your boy DT. We got Ceelo. We got Breeze. What's going on, y'all?
Real quick, do y'all remember how fun this was when all of the intro clips were recorded? You know, we got Ceelo at a different location every day, and Deuce dressing up in character, defending the O-line. Okay. Roster predictions. We had it was so much fun. Now,
yeah.
Long time ago.
Lord.
It feels like all that stuff just happened. Optimism, all that. You know what I know is something funny? I just told my dad this. I got a friend I went to school with, Martian the Man and Shaw. He told me this funny quote from one of his friends down in North Carolina. And he told him, my friend, this. I don't know why do you get so excited for the football season. Because come week 5 to 6, reality starts to peep in. And then you're just not even watching the game anymore. My God, that brother was spitting. Because for the first time in probably my life, I know I had obligations I had to do, but I did not watch the game. I just focused on other things. And I took advice from a student today at the parade. Watch a game. It's 24/7 for him. Raheem wants to score. Kid said, "Hey, Mr. Ricks, save your battery, man." if that ain't the nastiest quote of 2023 for the Washington Commanders, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Because, that was so bad. Oh my God. I like to cry tears because that's how funny it was. I just had to stare at her. I was like, man, he being real. Yeah. What's up, Dennis? We did get our Muffin Cats peeled back blue. Teal blue, matter of fact. They opened a can of tuna on us. Good gracious, bro.
Which, by the way, we all figured was going to happen, but still, Lord.
Yeah.
It's never easy.
We all chose Miami to win. It's just now the reality seeps in. Like, this team is
trash.
Remember last week where I said I don't want to hear nothing about talent? Yeah, I don't want to hear talent no more. I don't. I think everybody at this point is tradable. Everybody at this point. Oh boy.
What's up, Auntie?
Like,
yeah, man, it's rough, bro. Like, it's rough. I'm about to say $3,000 by switching to a new team. It's man, I'm legit like at a loss for words, bro. Like,
yeah,
this is different. This is different. Like
yeah.
what can we highlight today? There's nothing to highlight today. Like, to be honest with you,
I think Ron said it, didn't he?
Run, maybe.
Oh, that's right.
what Ron do?
He was Ron was like, he's disappointed. The gap.
Oh man.
Your man Ron, man. He disappointed in how wide the gaps were.
Like, Ron, that's your fault.
He talking about the run gaps or
yeah, the run gap.
Well, now the gap between this team and
the good team, the better,
the good teams.
The gap between the Commanders and the better teams,
like, and the better teams, the Eagles and the Dolphins.
I mean, that's true. Like, we're 40 points worse,
bro. But he is almost solely responsible for it, though. Like,
this is his team. This is his roster, bro.
Like, man, his roster, his team, his coaches. I mean, the whole. This is his job, or his.
He be sounding like so
checked out.
Like, how are you so how are you surprised? Like, how are you surprised of the gap in week 12 or 13 or whatever it is?
In year 4.
He just be talking, bro.
In year 4. Like, you just realized the gap. Right? Last year it was about we don't have a quarterback. Now all of a sudden we a big gap. So it's more than a quarterback.
Oh, by the way, the quarterback that you've now deemed the quarterback of the future was on the roster, and you didn't know how good he was. You said this out of your own mouth, by the way.
He does be talking, and it always comes back to bite him.
Like KJ Henry, the defensive end who couldn't even be activated in the earlier part of the season, might be the best defensive end on the team at this point. But that
is nasty.
I mean, you still, like, C-Rod has shown you over and over that his vision is better than the other two backs. But you can't find a way to implement him because you're choosing to throw the ball 40 to 50 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about early in the game, not just this past game. I'm talking about other games where we didn't have to throw the ball this much. Like, you're refusing to get players involved in the offense, to use them to their strengths, right? Rather, you're trying to make them into what you want or what you need in your system. Like, it doesn't work like that. And seasoned offensive coordinators and good offensive coordinators realize that. And they find a way to get the best out of their players by doing whatever they need to do to their scheme. And this just doesn't happen here. Like, hold on, let's go. Hold on, let me hold on, hold on. DT, if you don't mind, let me because this is my respite. These comments is my respite.
Hey, you go ahead.
These
Take your time.
comments, these comments are my respite. So if you understand how tall the Eiffel Tower is, right? If you understand the base of the Eiffel Tower, not just what you see on TV. Like, I mean, I'm sure,
We in DC, we can use the monument. Everybody
like,
watching
like,
just know how
like,
big the monument is. I ain't been to Paris. I seen the monument almost every day.
So that gives you a glimpse of how far we actually are. You know what I'm saying? So when you look back on this team, man, you look back over the year and coming into this year, it's like, bro, we thought we had so much talent. But it's like, is it the talent or is it the coaching that we misplaced?
I think it's both.
I think it's both.
And I think we just way overestimated this team's ability, especially on defense. And no one would have guessed that it would have been this bad. Something happened from year 3 to year 4 that made this defense completely forget how to play football.
Exactly. Like
it's not like a tweak here and there. Oh, he just missed them here, and they're not tackling. They're completely lost in space.
They ain't covering a soul.
They not covering nobody. Percy Butler looks like he should not be on a college roster right now.
Nobody can play deep. Nobody can play deep, bro.
Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Our best corner is out there getting cooked. Now I know Tyreek is a dog, but you got to be kidding me. Like, you don't like Ron said, you don't even belong in the same conversation as these teams. 4 years into the program, we can't even talk about these teams. They're like, hey man, like, I'm surprised that they didn't sit their their first string more so in the second half than they. I mean, that's how bad. This is a regular season game, and they could have set their first string in the third quarter. This is regular season NFL football in December. Where cats trying to, playoffs and seedings, and they were out there playing. They were out there playing like pitch and catch out there, bro. That one pass to Tyreek motion, and the way we were sitting, we saw they were going against us. You can see like the whole offense, which is a perfect view. You saw Tyreek motion at the very last second. It's almost like arena football. In arena football, you can take start before everybody, run a start thing. It was almost like that. And he ran that fly route, bro. And it was like no one even saw that coming. No one. He turned his head around 2 times, caught the ball. I mean, they playing out there with these dudes. They're not NFL caliber.
And I think, and I'm sure this happens across the league and all fan bases. But people, we have a tendency to overrate our own players because of their value to our defense, right? And how they look on our scheme, in our scheme, and with us. So you have guys, you know what I'm saying, like across the raw offensively and defensively that may, at least in the past, everybody's bad right now, have in the past looked good and may have high PFF grades and high analytic grades and all that kind of stuff. And then they get on the field and there are people just running past them. They are just flat out missing tackles. They are flat out like not covering space, like just blowing coverages to the point that other teams like won't trade for them. Like, other teams like won't trade for them when they hit free agency. Other teams won't pick them up. Like, and then obviously we see nobody wants to come here. Like, look at the free agents that we bring in; they're worse.
We've been bringing C-level free agents, bro.
Like,
but that's like, bro, like, and Chris Terry, this might be your first time commenting, so we definitely appreciate you keep coming through, man. why are our safeties and cornerbacks always in trail technique?
Because people are running past
You
them.
have Tyreek Hill on a like. How are they keep getting past them?
That ain't trail technique. They just getting smoked.
Yeah, that's old fashioned.
Bro, you're the last
technique.
Like you're the last line of defense. Like we learned this in elementary when we outside playing at recess. That the safety is the last person. Nobody should be getting behind you. But constantly, every time we get beat deep, it's like, where is the safety? There is no help nowhere whatsoever. Man.
They're next to me.
I learned in football, man. Like, if you know someone has a particular guy that is consistent on tape and on their team, you gotta take him away and let somebody else beat you.
Bro,
you might as well live with that. But for some reason, bro, every time somebody throws deep on us, we run right behind the dude, bro. I don't understand.
You can't tell me with an NFL defensive coordinator, I don't care who it is, somebody who's regarded as an NFL caliber defensive coordinator, when you have a AJ Brown, when you have a Tyreek Hill, when you have a receiver with that kind of ability, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, when you have these kind of guys, there's no reason that you are not bracketing coverage and rolling coverage and doing whatever you do. Listen, I don't care what you do. Number 10 is not going to beat me. Number 11 is not going to beat me today. There's no reason that that's not a thing. At the very least, try. But you are trotting dudes out here one-on-one with the best players at their position in the league. Like, these are top 10, top 20 players in the league, regardless of position. And they are smoking our defense, and they are not helping anything. And if they are helping, if the safeties are being told to help, that's an even bigger indictment on how bad the safety play has been this year. Like, you got corners turning around expecting they got help over top, and there's nobody there. Like, not, and I don't care who's been, like, Derek Forrest wasn't there, Jeremy Reeves wasn't there, Cam Curl not there, Percy Butler not there, Terrell Burgess not there. Don't matter. There's nobody back there. They running wheel routes and fades and posts. Everybody's open, bro.
Man, look, man. Ron wasn't calling plays. Ron was not calling plays. Ron was over that jump with his hands folded up with the headsets on, doing the same thing he do every other week. Like somebody mentioned, his right hand was over his left hand a little more this week than what it was in previous weeks. I don't know that Garcia guy. I really couldn't see his face. So I don't. Is he a tall guy? Anybody?
Are you kidding me? You gonna hold a gun up to a diamond, but Diamond is trying to say.
Wait a minute.
What is that? What is happening?
So
algorithm. All right. So look. So like I don't know if the Garcia guy is tall or not, but it was a tall guy on the sideline. He was the one that you can look and tell that he was calling the plays for the defense. Ron wasn't calling no plays.
Well, that's special.
Ron definitely wasn't calling no plays.
That is special, bro.
And look, all the players, right? Like, bro, all the players, they sick and tired. They sick and tired of this character and growth and development and all. I'm like, nah, man, we pass all that. We need to win games. Like, I think the locker room is shot. Like, I think the locker room is shot. The locker room is shot.
But respectfully, I'm tired of hearing Jonathan Allen. Like, he's been here longer than anybody. I'm tired of hearing it, bro. Like, we not finna sit here and act like you've been killing everybody all season while the other 10 people been getting cooked. No, you ain't been doing your job either, bro. Like, stop sitting there talking about, oh yeah, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that, I'm sick of, bro. You gotta play better too. Especially with the way that this defense is built. This defense is based around you doing your job.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
These tackles' names almost really this whole year, bro. This whole defense is trash, bro. I don't get it, man.
Is that they not they they not good, man. Rather you know scheme players, whatever, is all bad, right? Because we don't have what we okay. So last year the defense was top 4 total defense, whatever. But at the same time, the offense was on the field like for 3.5 quarters, so the defense wasn't out there that much, right? When the defense did come out there, they got walked down the field. Like they got walked down the field when they were out there because it looks like the yards are less because they wasn't out there as much. But per play, when they were out there, they were getting smoked. So now EB comes, he's like, nah, I'm not playing that game. Like I need to score. I need to put points up. So I'm trying to move this ball. So what ended up happening? 3 and outs. Defense got to keep coming back out. Now we saying what the defense really looks like, right? Because it's what 9 of the 11 starters came back. Like it should have been continuity. Yeah. It should have been some type of cohesiveness, but it wasn't because of the fact that last year's defense was a fraud, and this year exposed them.
Nah, every starter came back except for the middle linebacker.
Yeah, it's true. Because Forbes didn't start.
Yeah, Forbes didn't start. So I mean, yeah, man. So like
even worse, bro.
That's even worse, you know. Like it's terrible. It's terrible. We learn.
I think the hard thing for me in all this, man, is just thinking about when Jay Gruden got fired and Bill Callahan's, doing his thing, and we saw that 3-win team. We're like, okay, ain't nothing to go but up. This feels worse than that. I don't remember us getting rocked like that on a weekly basis. Like we are not competitive. It's not competitive. That's the part that's killing me. If we were like making an effort and we were just getting beat straight up, right? Because after, both teams battling out, better teams gonna win. But we're literally not even competitive.
Yeah.
Like we're not in the same, not the league, but we're not even in the same stratosphere. This is Alabama versus Tulane.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. It's bad.
It's bad.
That's the troubling story. I mean, it's 4 years. You think 4 years, all right, we got some pieces. It didn't work out, but we're not that far off. Bro, we in the same spot we were 4 years ago.
And like that's the thing. He might actually. Let me see. How many games? No, he can't.
We talked about this last game. I mean, last episode. We went through the roster. Last week. We were like, we may be better, but it's like not convincingly. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it feels worse though.
It feels worse, but like the roster, we're like, this position. It's not like we should be like, oh, hands down, better team. We're just gotta give a different coach. Get our quarterback situation. We can't say that, bro. We got to talk about every level of the team, and then we got to figure out what we're going. Like it's not close. We're not close. We're not competitive.
And when you we won 4 games. What that team was? What 3-13?
3-13.
We might actually be 1 game, maybe 2 games better than when he first took over after 5 years. I mean, after 4 years. With mediocre all in between. Like we were actually better last year than when we were when we went to the playoffs. Think about that.
Yeah. And the year we won the division, we had a losing record.
That's what I'm talking about. Like
Dak
that's
was
what I'm talking
injured.
about.
Philly had a bunch of quarterback injuries. Yeah.
So calculate Romer and his staff out of talent evaluation.
Wow. So what you're telling me is the only time we were good is when COVID and injuries happened.
We wasn't even good, we were just better than the worst.
Yeah. Then everybody else got better.
They do. They have their hands on the entire process. And when you think about the players, right? Can they be better? Like we don't have no players on this team that's talented enough to play above the bad coaching. We just don't. Like we just don't right now. We don't have any of those players. Like Sam is not a quarterback that can win you or play better than what's around him if it's not good.
Yeah.
And there's not too many of those quarterbacks out there. Let's just keep it like honest to that. But at the same time, like he cannot overcome the roster. Like he cannot overcome a bad offensive line by himself. He cannot overcome wide receivers dropping passes, right? He can't overcome bad play calling. He's not there yet. Would he ever be there? Maybe. But there are not a ton of quarterbacks over the last 20 years that can overcome like this team and where they are.
And to be honest with you, Deuce, with how bad this roster is, as much as we seeing him play and stuff like that, it's still hard for me to judge what can he be in the NFL if he has the right pieces around him, including better coaching, including a better offensive line from tackle to guard, and shoot, maybe a couple more weapons on the outside. Like we've seen so far the last couple of weeks, but some of the big plays have come from him running outside the pocket.
Yep.
Like it's really hard to judge. I mean, Sam has been up and down this year, but it's still a hard evaluation because the team around him is just bad. And we're getting this picking war. It's like, well, this pick was on him or all this other. Like, I don't have time for all that, bro. Like, I'm just gonna watch the game just because of it until it gets bad.
All right, man. Listen, Ivy Hawk. This might be the first time you commented too. Appreciate you commenting, man. Please join us. Subscribe to the pod, like, share. Everybody that's here, please hit that like button. We can stir up this algorithm. 3 receiver side with TH and the safety is shaded to the single side receiver. Bad scheme. No, it's terrible, you know. Like, my goodness, you know, like.
So I got a question for the room. Each person, if you get hired as the GM, what is the first thing that you are changing or fixing? Not outside of head coach, because I think we can all agree that's got to change immediately. Outside of that, what's the first thing that you're fixing?
That's a tough one.
I need to figure out. I guess, you know, you got to go back and look at the tapes. You got to watch the tape.
Yeah.
Figure out which one of these like 20 some odd players that's not under contract who you want to try to resign, and the guys that's here. You know, the guys that's under contract, Terry, Jahan. I mean, not Jahan, like Terry, Allen, Payne, Leno, those type of guys. Like, what do you want to do with them? So it's basically going back to the tape for me. For me, I'm just going back to look at the tape.
I think for me, you said coaching. I mean, you said no head coach, got it. But I definitely got to have what system am I running? Right, I got to know that. For me, the first thing is going to be like, all right, who's my guy? Okay, head coach got it. Who's my offensive coordinator? What's that system? Is it West Coast? Is it Royale? Is it, you know, whatever? Is it some RPO stuff? Or is it going to be like I got to understand my principles. Like, what am I trying to accomplish other than just scoring points? Like, you know, what am I really trying to accomplish on offense and defense? Am I running 3-4, 4-3? Do I want speed? Do I want some strength? Do I want to build the lines? Do I don't care about the line? I mean, honestly, that's the question you got to know. I got to know that because I can't evaluate, to Deuce's point, my team until I kind of know what's going to fit better or worse my systems. And we've been talking about this all year, right? Or for 3 years, right? We go and get William Jackson III. He plays man, can't play zone. We talk about Forbes. He plays, zone. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen again. Or we go and do a better job scouting and then So that to me is going to be the first thing I got to do is what are running. So then I can evaluate: do I keep Cam Curl? Do I not? Do I keep Terry or just keep him because he's just so valuable for us? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. John Allen, all those things I can talk more, I can be more confident in. Because right now, we talk about this stuff right now because we're just talking. We don't know what these next guys are going to do and the systems they're going to run. And it may be completely different from what because John Allen is a very technically sound defensive, like every expert analyst you hear about John Allen, his technique and his gap discipline is superb. He does exactly what he's supposed to, almost exactly what he's supposed to do. He's not all over the place like Deron Payne, because sometimes he's a freak, but he does his own thing sometimes. So they call it a 2-gap system. But so you may have you may scout this team like, yeah, but I don't want a sound guy there. I want me somebody different, So you trade him. Stuff like that is where I'm coming from, and I gotta know that first.
Yeah, so I think for me it would be who are my building blocks, who is my trading blocks, and what philosophy as a GM I want to establish within a new organization that I have some idea, but I don't have no idea what has been through with the last regime. And then I would see with the players around me, do I feel like they are blue chips or they're just regular chips? Because I need to have dogs on this team. Because when you look around, not only just our division but everywhere else, the young teams they establish by having building blocks around their team, and they're elevating the play of the team to make them better. I feel as though we don't have that on a team. Nobody's elevating each other. It's really just stale at this point. So I think that's the way I would go.
Yeah, I think to Ceelo and Deuce's point, like once we do replace that coaching staff and figure out, assuming that's what's going to, well, if I'm the GM, yes, but whatever. Once I replace that coaching staff and I identify, what kind of scheme you want to run and all of that. Once I isolate that, I'm going about, trying to find players that fit that scheme. I don't care about the best free agent or best draft pick. Doesn't matter if he can't fit what we do. Doesn't matter how good you were over here doing something different. If you can't fit in this scheme, we've seen that on both sides of the ball repeatedly, not just with this regime, but repeatedly. The football team, the Redskins, Commanders, it's been a thing here. So with me, once I identify what that scheme is, those schemes are, I'm going about fixing the offensive line first. I got it. Me personally, I think Sam has done enough to prove that he could and should be a quarterback moving forward. I got to protect him. And not just protect Sam, but find the offensive line that I'm confident we can actually run behind too, not just drive back and throw with. But again, that all also goes along with whatever scheme. But I gotta fix the O-line. Because while they may not lose every single rep, when they do lose, they lose badly. Like bad. Like it was Andrew Waller gotta go regardless. But like they lose. Like it was a play today. I don't remember when it was, but
Tyler Lawson, man, they just coming right up the middle. Like people Tyler Lawson's here. He's man, that man get cooked.
Dog, Charles Leno got hit in his chest and knocked back about 6 yards. I forget who hit him, but I saw it. Dude just boom, hit him right in his chest, and Charles Leno doing this, falling backwards. Like, I love Charles Leno. He's a great guy, but like this line has got to be completely retooled. There's nobody on this offensive line right now that is above being replaced.
Yeah, Leno definitely have to go, especially at that cap number. And we're going to get into those numbers later on in the year. We get close to the end of the year. But yeah, they're like Abby said, that locker room, Terry was like I was out there John running car.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
It's over.
Done. Terry is probably the most high character guy on the team. One of the most high character guys in the league. Yeah. When you have Terry saying stuff like, I got some good cardio in today. Like, over. He may have been trying to make a joke about it, but like,
he wasn't joking.
I know.
Yeah, he was dead serious.
There's truth to everything, and it's like, yeah, man, like the locker room is cooked. It's cooked.
Yeah, Unc says that Ron is a toilet. That's nasty. 7 years. Preach Breeze. Allen is a captain. Yeah, all captains ain't good. Oh, my wife said, why I have mask on? Because this team is contagious. They stink. They're losers, and I don't want to catch loser. That's why I have it on. Oh, she said don't say nothing about her asking. It's too late now. Eric Bieniemy was crying on the bench.
I was in the stadium. I don't know.
Oh, Glenn, stop it. Commander, whoever plays us for the rest of the season. Oh, yeah. Exactly, DT. Dennis says a wrap. Sorry to say.
Oh, yeah, this season's cooked.
Showers.
The showers don't work, remember?
We're not winning another game.
Oh,
It's over.
Terry quote going all over national media, bro.
Terry, what?
Terry's quote. I ran a lot of car the other day.
Dennis Bell, everybody, absolutely.
We're going to a
First
bye week,
game
right?
runs GM right? is determining what our team identity will be. Then I'm searching for staff, scouts, and coaches who fit. Yep, that's it, Kyle.
Yeah, that's it, man.
We only got stale chips on this team, DT. Ain't no blue or regular ones around here.
Yeah, stale chips.
Leno gets hit by the ghost of Christmas past and gets pushed back 5 yards. Hey, the bathrooms on upper level actually had heat. All right. Let's talk about Terry, man. Like, is Terry bad all of a sudden?
Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. I said it on Twitter, man. I can repeat it on here. Like, Terry McLaurin has had no issues over the last 4 or 5 years with bad subpar offensive lines to bad offensive lines. What most people would agree is a bad offensive coordinator, a plethora of terrible, god-awful quarterbacks, and has never had a problem getting open, targets is another thing because we know Terry's he's had more drops this year than probably last 3 years combined, but he's never had a problem getting open. Now all of a sudden, he's nowhere to be found. Like, and y'all just think Terry forgot how to play football? Like, the dude that we've been campaigning for the last 2-3 years, trying to say he's a top 10, top 15 receiver. Now all of a sudden he forgot how to play football. Like, I don't understand the thought process of people. Like,
I'm gonna let Ceelo go next because he about to mess up. He about to mess up my algorithm.
Man, yeah, man. Terry is still a quality wide receiver. He's definitely a dog. He's just caught up in the wash. It's a bad football team. You know, everybody's bad right now. So he's no different as far as the team is concerned. So, you know, guys out there, they trying. You know, when you got a young quarterback, and I know
Mayo.
What happened?
Look, I'm sorry. Mark Tyler asks who on his team is you keeping for building blocks, and Kim mentioned Andrew Wiley, Cody Barton, David Mayo, and
she's clearly trolling.
Please troll.
Clearly,
they gotta be a troll, please.
Really low. Please
it is. He got Christian Holmes, Percy, but all right, go ahead.
But I'm just saying. I just think Terry's caught up in a situation where everybody's looking real bad right now, and it's weird because I think the offense is going to end up performing better than it did before the years that Terry actually, you know, had his better years. But and so people are kind of running with that, you know what I'm saying? But I think that, like, right now, Sam is not, in my opinion, Sam has actually kind of regressed a little bit in terms of certain parts of his game. Like, he's all of a sudden not seeing the rush anymore. He's taking too long, and guys getting to him. They don't need to. Like, I'm not saying the offensive line was great, but I'm saying Sam could have helped himself a little bit, and he doesn't seem to like feel the rush as good as he started to look like he was starting to do over the last several weeks. And he kind of started to look a little, you know, like a little skittish in the pocket a little bit. And all of a sudden, boom, it's a sack, a boom, it's a late hit where he could have sidestepped it. And I know that's like, maybe it gets better with time as a young kid or quarterback, but it felt more obvious this game. And so you got that. And then all of a sudden Terry was open today. He wasn't like he was like completely shut down. He was open and couldn't get the ball to him. Whether that's Sam, whether it's the offensive line, or he's not looking his way, because y'all know Sam, he sometimes even look the same. Like he's like, I'm gonna throw on this side of the field, and I'm not, and I'm going. That's going to be my target, and I'm not even looking the right side, and Terry out there wide. So that's a young kid. So maybe he's just still learning and all that stuff. But that's part of the issue. And Terry not get. I mean, 0 catches. He had targets, but 0 catches is crazy. It is crazy in modern football to have your $95 million wide receiver with 0 catches is insane in 2023.
What do you have? 3 targets?
I think so.
2 or 3.
One of them he should
One
have
up.
scored. One like if you want to be in that discussion, stat wise, right? Stat wise, numbers wise.
He's caught that before.
Yeah, he's caught that before. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to catch those. But I think that one of them was like to his legs in the ground, which I think was a good pass because like it was a like a corner or something coming right towards him. So he probably would have got smacked. So that's a good pass. But yeah, to your point, Ceelo, it's like those things that we thought he learned from, he just didn't do them for a few games, right? Because remember, we were saying for young quarterbacks, these are the things that may take a whole year to learn, like a year worth of actual game tape going to the offseason and work and learn on those things. But it seemed like for 3 straight games, he learned how to he ain't holding the ball no more. Like, but it also comes to like game planning, like getting the ball out quick. You know what I'm saying? Like putting them in positions to get the ball, stuff like the stuff the Dolphins do. It's the stuff we was doing in the preseason at OTAs. Like I'm sitting on those new bleachers. I'm looking at this offense like we about to get yacked. We about to get yacked this year. Man, they lied to me.
That's why I go back and forth with he should have did this, he could have did that. Okay, he's young, so maybe it's just experience. But like, it just they keep saying he's a quick, like he doesn't repeat the same mistakes. That's not true.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like he is absolutely repeating the same mistakes. He is absolutely refusing to run when he can clearly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I got to get out of here. You don't have a good offensive line, bro. So you can't sit back there patting the ball. It's not going to get any better. Them dudes will come and get you in probably about 3.5 seconds. So you just got to have to you would think at this point, week, whatever it is, 14, 13, you have to know like, okay, I got to know internally that I don't have that much time. Let me do something different. And he did. That clock wasn't working today. So that's what I mean by like a little bit of regression. And the result of that is Terry gets no catches, right? Or, certain players don't look as good, stuff like that. It actually impacts the other part of it. That's why I said in the chat, I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing Jacoby for a little bit. I'm just saying, like it was that bad at certain point, offensively. It just didn't feel like they were doing anything. It just was like, if we're gonna be out here, let's at least be competitive and let's try. If he wasn't, able to perform at a level that's going to get your wide receiver 0 catches, your WR1. So that's kind of why it's tough, man. That's a tough stat for Terry to look at after a Sunday in a nasty weather in the fog, and you going against I guess they're top 12 defense, but man, that's bad. That's so bad. That's crazy.
Yeah,
and he was open. He's open. That's the last part. He's open.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like when it comes to like Terry and stuff, there's no way folks can sit up here and degrade him now when he has Scott Turner as offensive coordinator, and we were screaming every time we see all 22. Oh, he's wide open. The ball's underthrown. Oh, he caught that high contested catch rate and stuff like that. Then this year, with a guy who has won 2 Super Bowls, came from Andy Reid's house, and he's struggling this year. The math ain't mathing, bro. Right. And then the quarterback is technically, in a sense, he's slightly better, but he's so young in the position and stuff. But bro, Terry is still a good wide receiver. if he's like one of those elite guys going to give you like 200 yards a game, like A.J. Brown or CeeDee Lamb, the guy that he's always going to be compared to, I don't think so. At best, he'll give you maybe 115 to 30 if he has a good day. But we just need to get him involved. Like, you know, at this point of the season where like we're struggling to get things clicking, when we see the certain games like we play the Eagles or somebody, when you feed Terry, usually the game goes almost right until the defense gives up an 80-yard touchdown. But point of the matter is, just at this point, I don't care about all this 1, 2, 3, all that. Look, if Terry open, throw the ball.
Yeah.
So, and the last thing I'll say is this offense ain't QB friendly at all. Like, at all. Like, and I know we know we're gonna get on the EB thing, but there's like it's not simple. I mean, we're doing 3-5-step drops, driving back. There's no creativity, and there's no easy like making the game easy for the young, inexperienced quarterback and the not so good offensive line. So it's like a lot of happening that's not going well together, right? So it just doesn't feel right. Like, and I know EB is great, and he came from a very good coaching tree, but it doesn't like. So did Doug Peterson, so did Nick Sirianni, and them quarterbacks are cooking, right? Year one, Trevor Lawrence is cooking, and that's an Andy Reid guy. I mean, that's an Andy Reid guy. Like, it's not. It doesn't seem like it's. And I know Sam can do that stuff. So it's weird that the EB part of Andy Reid is not quite the same as the other tree limbs that he has out there. And I'm trying to figure out the disconnect. I don't know if it's complexity. I don't know what it is.
After this, I don't want nothing from Andy Reid.
Nah, he good. Andy Reid done burned every bridge he got
here. He did it again. He got us again.
I have to go to Shanahan.
He got us again.
No.
I'm about to tweet
Crazy,
Andy
bro.
Reid got us again. Andy Reid
No.
got us again.
Y'all stupid.
He did though, bro. Andy Reid said, don't me as far as receiver.
Honest, bro, this offense is still 20th.
Hey, listen, DT, I told y'all before, we got premature with this whole offensive 5,000 yard stuff. We about to enter crazy good defenses. San Francisco, right? Dallas again. Who else we play?
Jets.
The Jets.
Rams.
You're not gonna see no 5,000 yards from Sam Howell. I can guarantee you that.
Boy.
He had 107 yards today on 12 or 23 passing. 107. And that's like a top 12 team.
I don't know, man. It just depends, man. Offense maybe taking more shots, trying to score more of the quick game. And the running game could be coming back because the defense got smaller and faster. When the offense got smaller and faster with the zone schemes, they got smaller and faster. So the defense got smaller and faster. So now
everything goes in waves.
Yep, is coming back. We may get more rushing. But yeah, man, look, man, the thing that and that's the thing that I continuously say about people that always want to bring up A.J. Brown, Cooper. They want to bring up who else is out there? Debo, Tyreek Hill, like all of those players, like the one thing that they have in common is they mostly have good defenses and they have offensive lines, right? And they run the football. Like that's what those teams have in common that Terry doesn't. And when it comes to Terry, my whole question about is he all of a sudden bad? Like he's been consistently good these last few years. I've seen him get to a point where you go to him. Like Taylor Heineke knew I'm going to go to him, right? And I wonder what his target share is from last year compared to this year. Because this offense, EB's continuing to tell us that
Sam is going to spread the ball around. Sam is not at the point where he can just say, nah, man, I'm going to go to Terry. I'm going to get him involved. Even he said today, he's our best player. We have to get him the ball more.
Man,
Right?
sometimes you got to have plays drawn up for your best. Hey, whatever we call on this play is throw this ball to, unless he's in double coverage, throw that ball to Terry.
I don't think he does, man. I don't remember he said like,
I don't think he does.
No, I mean, he was like, I don't care who you
are.
are. Like,
dog on Diami.
I'm here to win. But see, like that's my point. We keep seeing these double move 9 routes going to Pringle and Diami. We keep saying it week after week after week, right? Because it's the play. Like EB is running his scheme to the play. This is why players keep coming in and out, in and out, in and out. Like keep these dudes in the game. Like throw that pass to Terry. Throw that pass to Jahan. You know what I mean? And like Breeze, you said earlier in one of your tweets, that man gamble coming here. He took that chance coming here. And it's not going to be nobody's fault but his if he's not in the head coach discussion this offseason. Because people are going to say, can you, especially those teams that have younger players, younger quarterbacks, can you help my quarterback get to the next level? And right now, him not being quarterback friendly, I just don't think that's going to be a good look for these teams.
I mean, it's everything, right? I mean, are you going to help his offensive line? Like if you're hiring EB, that means you're not a good team, right? Most likely, like you're probably not a very good team. You're picking high, or maybe early in the draft, your team is still being kind of growing. So any team he goes to, it's going to require him to conform his system to the personnel until they continue to get better. So is he doing that? And did he do that for this team? Did you see this offensive line in training camp and OTAs and early and say, damn, let me change this up a little bit because these guys ain't as strong. We couldn't get 1 yard on that. I mean, we couldn't get 1 yard. It took all 4 downs to get like 6 inches. Like,
well, yeah, because we keep lining up in shotgun.
Bro, it's crazy.
Bro, the Dolphins have the fastest wide receivers in the NFL, and they run under center.
Yeah, like I don't. That's an EB. That's the question he's going to get asked as a GM, and you're interviewing EB. Hey, EB, what did you do well this year as your own 100 full-time offensive coordinator, and what would you do differently? If EB is saying, well, my system is a system, and I had a young quarterback, and my offensive line wasn't that great, and then the guy's gonna be like, what you think we got? We about to draft one. We got a bunch of duds in offensive line. They probably ain't that good. So you saying gonna do nothing different? Like that's the question. That's a real life question.
Tyreek Hill said that the Commanders didn't respect him by playing man coverage. Not for real, man, because those guys are great at what they do and they also get paid. But at some point, it's like, man, I don't know, man. I just appreciate it. Thanks for not respecting me, I guess. 157 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Boy, shut up. Everybody.
Terry, I mean, Tyreek Hill he's not a good interview. That don't make no sense.
Come on, Tariq. All right.
But
that first drive, it was like 3rd and something. And I was sitting right there and I was looking. Man, he got behind Fuller and Tua just threw that jump like we was in the backyard.
Bro, that pass looked so easy. He was
just like,
It just
like laid it up. Ran up under it.
And that other joint he threw to him, he looked to the left, adjusted back to the right. So I'm like, that's an overthrow. Like, how you gonna get back to that? And Kendall just like this. Kendall running, bro.
No way, bro.
Kendall was running hard. Like he was running hard.
Like I said earlier, if I'm a DC and Tyreek Hill come out there, I don't care who scored. Number 10 ain't finna get that ball. I don't care. Not Tyreek. No, we gonna double bracket, triple, whatever. He and not finna get that ball. Like,
Yep.
It's
And
unbelievable.
good point,
But
Kim.
they
Like Kim, I'm sorry, yeah, Kim. He should have caught it. Like he should have caught that. We've seen him catch that. There's no excuse for not catching that.
that doesn't change the fact that he still only had 3 targets though.
Yeah, and that's the thing about those other wide receivers we talk about. AJ Brown probably getting 15 targets a game. CD, like, damn, bro, they out there having fun.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. Yeah, it's bad.
I mean, AJ Brown running to the huddle. If number 13 out there, just throw it up to me. CD Lamb running to the huddle. Hey, look, man. Whoever out there, just throw it up to me.
Y'all don't think Terry go to the huddle and be like, hey, give me the damn ball.
Yeah,
no.
I think he do. I think Terry do. I think EB's like, yeah, all right, whatever. We gonna
I feel like
get it.
I feel like dogs. They dogs. They don't. It's like politics aside. Like, yo, I am the best dude on this team or in this receiver group. You need to give me the ball. I'm open. I mean, at some point, like you just do. You just like that's who you are.
That's the thing. I don't think Terry it's the delivery. I don't think Terry may say it like that. He may be like, yo, give me the ball, yo, EB, like, yo, coach, trust me, coach, I got like that's Terry. Okay. Like AJ Brown, like, yo, throw me the.
But see, I don't think Terry is doing that during game day though. I think he's walking in his office respectfully and
that's
talking about it. He's
not
doing that.
Like,
I'm thinking more like game day in between, drives.
Like AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts face, bro. Throw me the ball. Like that's my best.
Tablet. Get that tablet out the face. I don't want to hear that tablet. I know I'm open.
Bro, yeah, like bro, literally, bro. I'm me. Throw me the ball.
But see, we don't have nobody on this team like that though.
I told y'all we need
Drake Greenlaw. Like get me one of them. Get me one of them.
I've been saying it.
Like get me one of them.
You gotta be good though. You gotta be good. You gotta back it up.
Man, I don't know, man. You still offer somebody. The good players might get excited.
Listen, you never know. Part of football culture is you gotta have 1 or 2 goons on your team. That's part of that's football culture. There is not a successful football team that exists where everybody's a good guy. Everybody's nice and such a polite. Don't happen.
And I bet you this is the best locker room this team has seen in 20 years. Like everybody probably gets along. They probably go out together, have a dinner, drinks. I bet you these dudes are great. Like off the field,
they hang out. I don't care.
Hanging out,
give me a team that defense don't like each other.
Right.
That's what I want. I don't. They don't even like each other outside of Sunday. I don't even. We got a job to do. Outside of that, I ain't gonna understand you. Give me that. Give me dudes that you got to make sure. They can't sit next to each other on the bench. Like, give me that. I don't care. I'll give me a receiver. Like I said. As a receiver, I want my receivers to cut it. Hey, yo, coach, man, throw me the ball, bro. Say less. I got you. Like, I want that. That will never bother me. I want running back. I want to run up. Yo, coach, give me that rock. Man, forget what they talking about. Give me the ball. Let them fight it out. I don't care. But, like, we need that kind of energy, though. You cannot have a team full of good guys. You need a few dudes that just ain't right in the head. Sorry, it's just like the team I coach. We got a few of them. We got a few of them. Dudes just not right in the head. They just tweaked off in the head. Sorry, we need dudes like that. Like
we do,
yeah. Like we need those dudes. Yeah. Go ahead.
I should have known that.
Kim said, "What are you doing, praying?" We're gonna come back to your comment. Kim.
It just hit me. Everything y'all saying. I should have known this team was trash when every day at practice. When the defense get hypes at practice and stuff, but they don't show up during the game. It hit me right there. They're dogs in practice, but they kittens when they meet real people.
They practice players.
They're kittens.
Practice players.
They practice players.
Oh, did St. Jude celebrate today?
I don't remember seeing that. Did he?
I think he did a late joint. I don't know. I don't think he knew they threw the flag on him. Because when he came back to the huddle, he did his arms like that. But then they threw the flag. Like, only thing you realize they threw the flag on
the lock joint.
But he ain't do it like I think like Ron got to him. So I don't know. Whatever.
Ron stared at him. He said,
No, Cam, they did not have fun. And like, look, Kyle, you're right, man. Like you see EB, he looks good for a couple games, and then he just go right back, like, bro. And then you want to keep telling, all right, bet you call plays for 3 years. All right, cool. Where you're not good at it, because first I give you the excuse that you're learning, like you're the head guy now, like you Sunday to Sunday. But every time they try to give you out, you want to come back in their face like, nah, I've been doing this. Well, you ain't good at it because you're acting like this is your first year doing it. So that right there, job blew me when he said that. So you don't get that grace no more, man, because you've been doing it. Right?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about early last week? Last week.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Carter said we need a bunch of Suge Knights.
Well, not a bunch of them. Then you end up with the Raiders, and you don't want a bunch of them. Like,
or the earlier in the Cowboys that used to be.
Well,
yeah. Oh man, hey, we got some guys. We got some good guys though. They're good guys. Real good guys.
Great people. Great role models. You want your kids to be like them. Great. I need some dudes that people hate. People just don't like.
Maybe even afraid of. A little bit.
That works too. Especially on defense.
Yeah.
I need my defense tweaked like cool. We got John Allen. Cool, he's a good guy. Now the other 10 of y'all, I need John loopy. Like that's what I need. We got.
So are we winning any more games this year?
Might get the Jets.
I'm about to say maybe the Jets, maybe. And with our luck, Aaron Rodgers will come back that day and throw for 350 in the rain.
Okay. Get time out. Can we shut this down? Like, hey, has anybody ever came back from Achilles in less than a year? Like ever?
It's less than 3 months. It's less than 3 months.
Right. Like this has to be a joke.
79 days 2 days ago.
This has to be a joke, bro. They got to be joking with this situation. Like, come on. He has to be joking. Like, come on.
If Aaron Rodgers goes out there, and plays football, he's going to tear his calf muscle off the bone.
That's great. I mean, one Deron Payne weird hit, it's a wrap. And that's literal. That's a wrap.
Mind you, Aaron Rodgers is a naturally mobile person. So the minute somebody pursues him, he puts his foot in the ground and try to run
and twist
and push off, like.
Yep.
Come on, bro. I wouldn't even let him go out there. I don't care how much money you're making. No, no.
Yeah, this is stupid. But yeah, I don't.
It's certified going in. This dude will be unbearable.
I don't see. I'm not sure if I see another win, y'all. Man.
I said that.
It's not the fact that we can't beat the Jets. That defense. We can't score right now with going against a relatively weak Miami Dolphins defense. Could you imagine a Jets defense that's like top 3 right now?
Man, listen.
And the way that we played against guys like Danny DeVito, like I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, when are we going to be to a place where we go into a game like, we super like
we ain't there yet.
We've done it and lost by 20 points.
Yo, we are so we were so bad this year. Maybe because of EB and
Oh, I'm definitely EB. EB and Sam they were automatic upgrades over Scott Turner and Carson Wentz and
we had all the
Heineke.
talent. All we needed was somebody to put the ball down the field. But the defense,
just get rid of Trey Turner and Norwell. We good.
Yep, the Norwell. The defense showed us exactly who they are.
Hey, somebody call Norwell, see what he's doing.
He was in Pittsburgh, man. One day, man. Like we come in here, get an aggressive GM that's going to make some moves, man. And
I can't.
That's why I continuously say, man, look, man, I can't lose. I can't lose this year, man, because we got new ownership, all the things we got to look forward to, and for people that's blaming the new ownership for this year, like that's just crazy to me. It's ridiculous. Like if they decide to move, okay, so they don't fire Ron, so all of a sudden you out on new ownership. Right. Huh? Like they need to fire him to show you that they are involved, or they really want to win, or they really want to do a change. Bro, they just spent $6 billion. What more do they need to show you that they are serious about winning? They just spent $6 billion. Let me get this.
I have a coworker who says he wanted them to fire Ron Rivera. Not joking, like dead serious. Wanted them to fire Ron Rivera the day that they took over the team. So, bro, that was like 2 days before training camp, dog. Like, he's like, so they could have did it. What? No, bro, that's not how that worked. That's not how that worked.
The only thing that I will say that I would have liked for them to do, and I predicted it. My prediction was in November. Was for them to actually hire a full-time president of football operations or GM type person and introduce them in the season. And only reason and like y'all said, I know y'all joke a little bit, but maybe the janitor, maybe somebody's there in the background waiting. I just want to get a little bit of a jump start on because the draft and free agency and all the stuff that happens, teams are starting that right now. Like you're already thinking about that stuff. We're going to be a little bit behind because of, you got to hire scouts and like it's an operation. It's not just one guy, So most of these guys are like CEO types anyway. They're not actually going out there and studying the way scouts do. So you kind of want to put your team together like now. So my fear is that you may get a little bit of a intermix of Ron Rivera, Martin Mayhew's staff, and the new staff until they can completely wipe each other out, over the next year or two.
My hope would be, especially as it pertains to like scouting and stuff like that, is that you're hiring people that are coming from other NFL organizations, especially like on the scout point where they've been like, say, the Eagle scouting department, right? And you can hire them from that department. They can bring the knowledge that they took this season from whoever they scouted with the Eagles, and then bring that to it. So even though they haven't been working for the Commanders with whatever scheme they may be bringing here, they still have knowledge of certain players that they can, they can impart something. Hopefully they don't get too analytical and.
Yeah. So there was a stat came out last week that we were like the third most under center team in the league. That's very strange to me. Because like we're still running the ball out the shotgun in 31. Like I don't care how often you're under center. Like you should be under center on those.
So that sounds like one of those stats. You got to look at the details.
Yeah.
Like what separates 1 from 3? What separates 3 from 32? Like it may be like 2-3 snaps. You know what I'm saying? The whole league is out of shotgun. The whole league. Nobody is under center. So if you go in the center like 5 times, you might all of a sudden be in top 3. That may not mean much. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to look at the details. That's one of the weird stats to me. That's what it sounds like.
But like it's the situational usage of the under center thing that's the
that's
problem.
most important.
Like Deuce said, we all go to games. We all watch on TV. We all see them on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, lining up in shotgun and handing it off and getting hit in the backfield 9 times out of 10. Like that's the problem. I don't care what the stats say. We see it. under center or not. Like under center, it doesn't matter. We see it on 3rd and short, 4th and short, in shotgun. Like mathematically, that's a dumb equation. That's a bad equation. You have 1 yard to get, and you line up 5 yards off the ball and hand the ball laterally. Like mathematically, that is not a setup for a positive equation, for a positive result. You're negating any advantage, any short yardage advantage you may have. Like,
so all right. So Cal, so I'm not really with the mock drafts and stuff right now. We don't even know where we're going to pick. But I think people just need to do it to feel good about next year, to build some type of hope. But it's probably whatever they're doing in their mocks probably not going to happen anyhow. But I do want to get tackle. And if we got 5 picks out the top 100, I want 2 of them to be linemen. I want the first one to be a tackle, and one of the next 4 to be another tackle. To be honest, see what I'm saying? So like, but for me, we get like that 2nd, 3rd pick. You know how much we could get just for going back one or two spots?
I'm sliding back 2-3 spots. Hey, y'all want one of these quarterbacks? Come on, jump to the front of the line.
Unless, like, listen, like I told people, like I'm still #Bill for Sam. Like I'm still there. #Bill for Sam. But whatever the new GM wants to do, do it. Cool. No argument for me. I ain't no argument. All right, cool. Because it's gonna be very tempting to get those top few picks and not want to grab one of those quarterbacks. But just imagine if they do decide to say, you know what, I value the good I've seen out of Sam more than I value the bad that I've seen. And just imagine what you can do with that pick, man.
Hey, I just think GMs, man, they get enamored with these quarterbacks. Y'all know how it is. These draft, like the pre-draft stuff and the hype, it goes from 0 to 100. Like, I mean,
that's stupid.
It's crazy, bro. Like that, that's the part that I don't like about the draft process. But
yeah, they get enamored by these quarterbacks, man. And think of the Wilson draft. Remember the Wilson draft? Mm-hmm. They were saying that was going to be one of the best drafts in so long. You got 2 quarterbacks that's haven't lost their jobs out of that draft.
Yeah, like the draft process is too inexact of a science. And when you have a quarterback like Sam Howell, who may not be perfect, but I personally think he's shown improvement enough to warrant keeping his job. And you have a list of quarterbacks, 4 or 5 guys that could potentially be first-round picks. You don't know what those guys may be at the next level. And we've all seen quarterbacks taking high guys they traded up for that didn't pan out. So what happens if you trade Sam or if you draft a quarterback with a top 3 pick? Pretty sure your plan is to start him fairly soon, if not right away. And if he doesn't work out, that sets the franchise back, because that's a wasted pick at the most important position, especially if you let Sam go in the process of that. Now you have to literally start all over again.
And he's probably fired.
This is nasty. Notable free agent signings, and we're going to head out of here in a little bit, y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all hanging. We ain't doing no press conference. We see the same thing over and over. Notable free agent signings under Ron Rivera: Cody Barton, Nick Gates, Andrew Wiley, Andrew Norwell.
Does notable mean good or just notable?
Just notable. Like there's not a lot of good. Joey Sly, which has been like he definitely needs to go. David Mayo, Bobby McCain, Charles Leno, Ryan Fitzpatrick, William Jackson, Curtis Samuel. They didn't mention Logan Thomas and J.D. McKissick, which I thought were 2 good ones in the sense.
So notable, just like names or okay, got it.
Names,
contracts.
Essentially, people that we signed that sucked, that had to play important. That were signed to play important roles that weren't good.
Got it.
Yeah. But actually, Norwell wasn't signed to play an important role.
Injuries.
Wichita got hurt in the summer. I forgot who it was.
But I think
I'm starting.
Turner was supposed to
Trey
start.
Turner was though.
Yeah, he
Trey Turner
was.
was.
Yeah, he was definitely supposed to start. Nick Gates, he got benched. Cody, did you see Cody? Oh my gosh.
Yo. Come on, when he flew up into the backfield and just he
fell on the ground like this.
He flew up there and was like, yeah, nah.
That man,
yeah, he had a
fact. Have y'all seen that clip on Instagram with the kid wearing number 3 where he ran up to the running back, missed like that, and this after he ran past? That's exactly what Cody Barton did.
I was like, yeah, look at this, man. And then, like, even the joint with Tua, he had a free rush to Tua. Tua just said, and just threw that joint.
Hey, Tua with the left hand be killing me. I'd be like, yo, these left-handed quarterbacks is why. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, man. Listen, his most successful free agent signing, in my opinion, was Kendall Fuller. That's it.
Yeah, and I got to put an asterisk on that because he was drafted here by another regime and just wanted. He's from here. He just wanted to be here. But I guess you can give Ron credit for identifying that. I guess, but
yeah, maybe he got lucky. I guess but he and Logan, JD had promise, but unfortunately injury, and then Logan has been okay. Again, injury up and down, but. Kimball's been the same. Kimball's been the same since he got here. He's been pretty consistent. And
he just needs help. Like he's not a man corner. Like he's not a man corner. He's not, and that's okay, right? Like
that's fine. But play him to that strength, though.
He's so smart, though.
You bring one of the best man corners in the league prior to the year you signed him. You make him play zone. He gets beat. He gets demolished by the fan base. You trade him. And after you trade him, you want to start running man now. So y'all know Jay Gruden is wild. Yeah. So some dude responded to Jay Gruden and said, if you hadn't benched Capri for messing with your side piece, Alex might have stayed healthy and took us into the playoffs. So Jay said Capri is a household name. Wasn't for me, he would be in Hall of Fame. You believe Capri?
Yeah.
Oh, Jay is wild, yeah. Jay is wild. Jay won that.
I can't believe that's Jay Gruden's official account. I can't.
I told you, Rod, that was his real account.
That is.
That boy was wild.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Like, you gotta be joking. He's not that funny.
He was. That was his problem. Like everybody loved him. Man.
Everybody liked him.
He was very honest though. Like he was like an honest guy. One of them dudes is just like he says exactly what you shouldn't say, but it's the truth. Like that's what
we drafted a guard with the 5th pick.
Right, like that's true. But
not me.
You don't say that. Right. You don't say that out loud. Oh, when he demolished RG3 in that. Oh my goodness, that was so bad. Oh my God. He's straight demolished. He said he don't know the 3-step drop, 5-step drop. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, goodness. Great.
Boy, watch this 49ers Eagles Twitter about to be lit.
I ain't gonna lie.
All right, guys.
That's gonna be a fun little rivalry.
Oh yeah.
Let's get out of here. Look, everybody, we definitely appreciate. EB is the problem, really. I don't know, Unc. We'll find out. I can't know. Oh no, don't let mayonnaise go. Yeah, this team sucks. I can't play all day. Messed up my algorithm, Jeff. Appreciate all y'all for joining, man. We definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. We will be back another day this week for a short segment, I think. or we're going to be over on the PSF channel, but we definitely let you all know. And we also let you know what we're going to do next week, if we're going to be on a bye or not with the teams. This week is a bye week. They don't have no games. What you say, BT?
We need a bye too.
Anyway, yeah, well, there you have it.
Well, we're
remember,
not gonna lose. We're not gonna lose this weekend.
Nah, somebody said the bye.
We ain't gonna win either.
Somebody said that they had the bye week with 11-point spread.
And on that note,
do it because you love it, not because it loves you. A beat, one sound, one heart, one love.
We are cooked.